We'll be starting in maths with the topic percentage. It is on page number AP24 and it is under the heading arithmetical problems. Now, to understand what is percent, okay, I've written down few points regarding it, okay. The word percentage, okay, whenever we are talking about percentage, we basically discuss what is the percent. Now, if you're talking about the word percent, okay, where did you get the word percent from? Now, the word percent is gotten from the word Latin word percentum. Okay? Now, percentum means 100 or by the 100. Okay? Now, the term percentage or percent is denoted by the symbol like this. If you draw it like this, a slanting line and a small zero on top and a small zero like this. Okay? Now, another thing, where does this term come from? Why do we use only this term for percent? Then there's the history behind that also. What is the history? It is the symbol for the Italian term percento. Okay? This term or symbol that is being used, or the sign that is used over here for percent, is also used in the Italian term percento, and that is why it has been incorporated with the term percent. No problem up till here? Okay? Now, what does the word percento means? Percento means for 100. Is that clear? So this is a basic, let's say, research into where the term percentage or percent came into. Okay? I'll repeat. The word percent has come from the Latin word percentum. Now, what does percentum mean? Percentum means 100 or by the 100. The sign is, you are having the sign of percentage. This sign of percentage is the symbol of the Italian term percento, where percento means for 100. Alright, children? Okay, now I have jotted down, let's say, one example, okay? I have just written over here, what does 20% mean? Now, the meaning of this term, if you look at it, it means that there are 20 units out of total 100 units. So, percentage, when you talk about it, children, it always means anything out of 100. If you're discussing about, suppose 20%, 30%, 40%, any percent that you are discussing about, now 20% of red balls, 20% of marks that you have gotten, or 20% of an area, alright, whenever you're discussing any percentage, it always means that it has been taken or calculated where the base number that you are discussing is 100. In 100, that 20, if you're taking it, it becomes 20%. Okay? Now let's look at the example again, as I was saying. 20%, if I'm saying 20% red balls. Okay? Now suppose if you are taking 100 red balls. Okay? Out of that, 20 are red balls. So if you are asking how many red balls are there, I can very conveniently say there are 20% red balls in a collection of 100 balls of different color. Okay? Now next one, 20% in arts exam. Now everybody cannot be artist. Okay? I'm not kind of very good of an artist, but if I can say that if I need marks, maybe I'll end up getting 20%, which I don't think so Arjun sir is going to be actually very happy about it, but okay, not an issue. What I mean to say is, suppose if the exam has been conducted for 100 marks, I have gotten 20 marks out of 100. So that means that I have gotten 20% in arts exams. Okay? Now, I think you have just finished up with your examinations of the last class and you've been given a report card. Everyone has been given a report card. Now, in that report card, your percent has been written. The final percentage has been written. Where do you think that came from? Suppose X person has gotten 87%. How did that person get 87%? It means that that person or that child has gotten 87 out of 100. And that is why it is being said that it is 87% in that particular subject. Are we clear? So this is the basics, knowledge about or the concept of percentage. Okay, now next. next topic that we are going to discuss in percentages. What is the relation that we are knowing, or how are percentages and fractions related to each other? Okay, this is a very common relation between fraction and percentages. Now, if you are asking me, okay, what is a percentage? Okay, I always told you in the, when I was explaining in the last one also, I told you over here that the denominator is always 100, and that is what the percentage is. So when you discuss or when you say that the denominator is 100, that means that it has to be basically a fraction. Because in fraction only you have two terms, that is a numerator and a denominator, and that is why when you are saying is the denominator is 100, that makes it that percentage and fractions are related with each other. Okay, now let's focus our attention over here to the board. Now that is why I have written that a fraction can be written as a divided by b. When you call a as the numerator and b is called the denominator. Now again, as I said right now, when you take this denominator as equals to 100 over here, that is when the denominator is taken as 100, the numerator over here, that is the a, gives us the percentage. Let's repeat. When you take this denominator as 100, okay, the numerator gives us the percentage. And this is the relation between fraction and percentages. Is that clear with everyone? Okay. Now let's understand it with an example, everyone. Okay. I have taken over here the example as 19 by 100. My fraction is 19 by 100. If you look at it, the numerator is given as 19, denominator is given as 100. Now what does it mean? Let's break this up. 19 by 100 can be written as 19 into 1 by 100. Okay? So 19 100. Now 1 by 100 is known as 100. Okay? So I have written, that is why 19 100, because I have separated 19 and 1 by 100. Or it can be also called as, or told as, there are 19 units, again as I had discussed, or 19 out of a total of 100. Is that understood by everyone? Okay? That means that the percent that you get out of 19 by 100 is going to be 19%. Another example, 32% that you have over here, children. Okay? 32%, if you are given 32%, okay, how do you come to the conclusion that it is a part of the fraction here? Okay, now I'll show you how. 32% can be written as 32 divided by 100. Again, as I said, why have you written over here divided by 100? Because percentages are those numbers whose denominator is always taken as equals to 100. So 32% means that you get 32 divided by 100. Let's repeat the same thing. I have skipped out this part. It can be written over here 32 into 1 by 100. That is 32 100. This 100 means that it is equals to 1 by 100, which can also mean it is 32 out of the 100 units. So 32% can be written as it is 32 out of 100, means that it is 32%. So basically 19 by 100 can be converted into 19% like this, and this percentage can be converted over here into a fraction like this. So 32%, again conversion into fraction, and fraction converted into percentage. Is that clear, children? Now, next topic in the percentage chapter is going to be the conversions. How do you have, you are given certain things and you need to convert. Over here we are going to learn how to convert the percentage given into fractions. Okay? Again, how do we convert a percentage given into fractions? Now, what is the rule that we need to follow for this? The rule that we follow for this is a given percentage may be expressed as a fraction by dividing the number of the percentage by 100. Let me read it again. A given percentage may be expressed as a fraction by dividing the number that we get as percentage by 100. Because as I had said when I was showing the last board, was any number that you divide by 100 or the denominator when you get the 100 over here, it means that it is the percentage that you're talking about. And now when you take this as the denominator, you actually end up getting a fraction, because fraction has a numerator and a denominator. Okay, now let's take an example. 12, 1 by 2%. How can you, now this is the mixed fraction over here. How do you make it in improper fraction? Okay, now it can be written as 12 into 2 plus 1. Again, 12 into 2 plus 1. That's what I've written, 12 into 2 plus 1, the whole divided by 2%, because percent is given over here, the sign. So we get 12 2s are 24 plus 1, 25 divided by 2. Alright, so this is what I have written. Now this thing can be written as 25 by 2. Since it's a percent, that means that denominator has to be taken as equals to 100. So 25 divided by 2 divided by 100 we get. Okay, now I have broken this into this, that is 25 by 2 into 1 by 100. I have just separated the two of them. Like you remember for 19 by 100, 25 by 2 divided by 100, I have just broken it down into 25 by 2 into 1 by 100. No problem up till here. Now, if you look at it, I can easily cross 25 and 100 by 4. So what do you get here is 1 divided by 2 into 4, which gives me 1 by 8. So 12, 1 by 2% has been converted into a fraction of 1 by 8. Is that clear, children? Okay? Okay, next is going to be conversion of a fraction into percentage. How do you convert a fraction into percentage? Now, what is the rule that we need to follow? We convert a fraction into percentage. When we have to do that, we multiply the by 100 and just add that sign of percent over there. All right, I will repeat. When we have to convert a fraction into percent, we just simply multiply by 100 and add the percent sign to it. Okay, let's see. Example that I have taken, 7 by 12. I have multiplied it by 100 and added a percent symbol. That means 7 by 12 into 100 with a percent sign. Now, when you're going to cross the 12 and 100 over here, 6 2s are 12, 52s are 100. Again, we can cut it by 2. That is 3 2s are 6 and 25 2s are 50. What are we left with? We are left with 25 into 7 divided by 3, which gives to be equals to 175 divided by 3%, and then make it into the fraction. What do you get? 58 1 by 3%. So 7 by 12 fraction gets to be 58 1 by 3%. All right. Now, next example that we are going to discuss is, okay, next that we conversion that we are going to discuss in percentage is going to be, how do you convert a ratio into percentage? Again, how do you convert a ratio into percentage? What are the rules for it? We have to first convert the ratio into the fraction, and then we got to go over here. Again, I will say, convert the ratio into fraction. Now, we just learned how we convert the fraction into percentage. So this is what we are going to do. Now, first, convert the ratio into fraction, okay? Then we multiply by 100 as we did over here, and then add the percent sign next to that number. Is that understood by everyone? Let's take an example. The example that I have taken here is 4 is to 5. So 4 is to 5 can be written in the fraction form as 4 divided by 5. We have come to this particular one that we just solved, okay? So 4 by 5. What did I say? Multiply by 100 and then put a sign of percent here, okay? So 4 by 5 into 100%. Now, if you cross out 5 and 100, what do you get? 5 into 20 is equals to 100. So what do you get? 20 into 4 or 4 into 20%, which will be equal to 80%. Now, if I want the explanation, okay, like 4 by to 5 gets to be 80%. What does that mean? what does this particular term mean? That 4 is to the ratio of 4 is to 5 has gotten into the conversion percentage of 80%. Then it means this 80% means that this 4 is 80% of 5. Let me repeat. This 4 is 80% of this 5, and that is why the 80% is denoted here. Are we clear with this, everyone? Okay. Now let's take the ठीक उल्टा of this. इसका ठीक उल्टा करके देखें. अभी हमने किया है ratio into percentage. अब percentage को ratio में convert करके देखें. How do we get it and how do we do that? Now, rule conversion of the percentage into ratio. What is the rule that says what do we need to do? We need to divide the percentage given by 100 and then simplify. फिर से जो परसेंटेज दिया हुआ है उसको हमने 100 से डिवाइड कर देना है और उसको सिंप्लीफाई कर देना है. एग्जाम्पल्स चलिए देखते हैं. 14% मैंने लिया है. 14% को पहले मैंने क्या किया, 14 को डिवाइड कर दिया 100 से. अब 2 से कटेगा दोनों. 7 2s are 14 and 50 2s are 100. So what are you left with? 7 divided by 50. You can write 7 divided by 50 in the ratio form of 7 is to 50. Now again my question stands over here. What does this 7 is to 50 mean over here, or how does the 7 is to 50 ratio shows a correlation with this 14%, or how is 14% correlated with 7 is to 50? Then it means that this 7 is 14% of 50. Again, this 7 is 14% of this 50. So this is what it means. So if you're given in this question, in your questions like this, that 7 is 14% of 50, you should understand that the ratio that is being discussed is 7 is to 50. So for an answer, you need to write the ratio by this statement as equals to 7 is to 50. Okay? Now, next conversion that we are going to discuss is conversion of a decimal into percentage. That is, how is the decimal converted into percentage? Now, what is the rule that we follow? The rule that we follow is we take the decimal point that is given in that, let's say the sum, okay, and we shift it by 2 places to the right. Again, the decimal point which is given in the question of the decimal, we shift that decimal to 2 places, by 2 places to the right, and add the symbol of percent. Now, for a lot of you to understand is going to be a little difficult, but try to bear with me over here. When I try to explain this, then I'll give you an alternative method what to do. Now, 0.73 is the question that I have taken, okay? You are having the decimal over here, okay? Now, we have to take it 2 places this side, that is moving towards the right. So, what do you get? This decimal comes after 2 places, that is 1 and 2. So where does it come to? It comes to after 7 and 3, it stops over here. So what do you get the answer over here as? 73%. Clear? Everyone, anyone having any issues in this? Now I have written this 0, which you can remove it and you can go without it also. I will just put a circle. You don't need to put this if you don't want it. Now for your understanding only, I had put it over here. Okay, let's go through this one. You are having only one number. So what happens to the other one? 0.8. Now you need to take the decimal 2 places to the right. So it comes to 0. Obviously, if it is 0.8 over here, it is understood that there is a 0 also next to it. Yeah? So what happens? Taking the decimal 2 places to the right. That means 1, 2. What do you get? 80%. Now, next example that I have taken is 0.175. This is the decimal, and which places? 2 places to the right. So 1, 2. That means that the decimal stops right after 7. And what are you left with? It's 17.5%. As I said, you take the decimal 2 places to the right and add the symbol of percent. Okay? Now this is one way. Now alternative and a much easier way for you to solve is, if you're given the decimal that is 0.73, simply multiply it by 100 and get the answer. Easy? Alright, I will repeat. Alternative is decimal whatever is given multiplied by 100, you get straight away the answer of it being converted into the percentage. Okay? Now next one. Think ulta of this. When we learned how to convert decimal into percentage, now we will learn how to convert the percentage into decimal. What do? If you shifted 2 places to the right in the other conversion, what are we going to do? We are going to shift to 2 places on the left. Let's see how. Question given is 15%, okay? Now 15%, if you see, you do not have any decimal. So what do you assume is, you are obviously having 15 point something after that, that is a 0. So I've written over here, my decimal is over here. So where do you need to move with the decimal? You need to move towards your left. So where does the decimal come from here? It comes to this particular place and you are left with the answer of 0.15. So this percent of 15% gets to be a decimal of 0.15. Similarly, 6.5%, sorry. Okay, what happens? Let's take the decimal over here to the left. Now 6.5 means that there is a 0 before that also. Okay, so what do is, you take it to 2 places to your left of this 6 over here. So what are we left over here is, now take the decimal here, 2 places to the left, 1, 2. So what will happen? Where will the decimal come to? It will come over here. So we get the answer as 0.065. Now again, alternative to this, a much better and a much easier way for you to perform, okay, is going to be, if you are having 15%, isn't it understood it means 15 by 100? Now 15 by 100, how much will you give if you divide 15